The greatest machine you'll ever own is your body. It's more complicated than any computers out there. It lasts for a lifetime and it's yours for free. Your body is made up with hundreds of different parts. You probably know the names of the bits you can see, but there are many more hidden deep inside you. Body parts often come in pairs. You have 2 hands, ears, eyes, lungs, and so on. This means you have a handy pair in case one of them gets damaged. Water is the most significant chemical in your body. It contains about 2/3 of your weight. All human bodies work the same way, but everyone is different. Nobody looks, sounds, or thinks exactly like you. You're different because of your genes that comes from your mother and father. People have 5 senses. We can hear, see, smell, taste, and feel things around us. Which part of the body makes you read the writings on your notebook, see a rainbow, or even see your crush? Which part lets you cry when you're sad and makes tears come out? Which part has muscles that adjust to let you focus on things that are close or far away?
If you've guessed the eye, you're absolutely right. Your eyes are at work from the moment you wake up until the moment you close your eyes in going to sleep. The eyes take a lot of information around you, shapes, colors, movements, and much more. Once you're seeing something through your eyes, it then sends the information into the brain for mental processing. Our eyes are fragile, made of watery jelly, so they need to be well protected. Our eyes are like small video cameras. Light enters the eye through the iris. Next is into the pupil, and afterwards, it will travel into the retina and messages are being sent to the brain, which tells you what certain objects you are seeing.
The scent of your crush passing by, the sweet smell of the flowers in the garden. How do you smell those things? It's through your nose, of course. Our nose lets us smell, and it's a big part on why we are able to taste food. The nose is also the main gate of the respiratory system.
When you inhale air through your nostrils, the air enters the nasal passage and travels into your nasal cavity. And the air then passes at the back of your throat and afterwards into the trachea. The nose has 2 holes called the nostrils. The nostrils and the nasal passage are supported by a bone called septum, deep inside the nose, close to the skull. The nose helps you figure out what's going on by the sense of smell. Most people think about the tongue when it comes to tasting something, but the reality is you could not taste anything without the help of your nose because the ability to taste and smell goes together, which allows us to taste more fully.
Try this. Take a bite of food and think about how it tastes. Now pinch your nose and take another bite. Notice the difference? It's just another reason to appreciate how helpful your nose is. Do you hear something? Sounds are everywhere. Your ears are responsible for collecting sounds, processing them, and sending the sound signal into the brain. Did you know that the middle ear also contains the eustachian tube, which helps equalize pressure and drain mucus? Sound waves are passed from air to liquid in the inner ear. The inner ear also contains tiny hair cells, which react to sound waves, triggering chemicals that are sent to the brain as nerve impulse. The sense of touch, unlike any other senses, is not restricted to any particular part of the body. The sense of touch originates at the bottommost layer of the skin called the dermis. The skin covers your whole body, protects you from germs, water, sunshine, and helps keep your body at the right temperature. Did you know that your skin has two layers? The top one is the epidermis, the one you can see, and underneath is the dermis, where there are nerves and blood vessels. We can touch and feel with our skin. Skin holds the body together. It keeps water and blood inside.
Every few hours, we are driven by the feeling of hunger. Eating is essential because food contains nutrients that the body needs to stay alive. Before you can swallow food, you have to first chew it into small pieces. Your lips, cheeks, and tongue stir food between your teeth. Want to find out just how you use your tongue? Try eating an ice cream or even singing your favorite song. You need your tongue to chew, swallow, and sing. Don't forget talking and tasting. Has anyone ever told you that the tongue is a muscle? Well, that's true. The tongue is made up of many groups of muscles. These muscles run in different directions to carry out the necessary jobs for the tongue. Your tongue is a cluster of muscles covered up in different taste buds that recognizes different kinds of taste.
There are 4 different types of tastes. First is bitter, second is sour, third is salty, last but not the least is sweet. How would you remember the way to your friend's house? Why do your eyes blink without you even thinking about it? Where do dreams come from? Your brain is in charge of these things and a lot more. In fact, your brain is the boss of your body. Did you know that the brain contains billions of nerve cells called neurons that carry signal to and from different parts of your body? When you learn to do something, you create connections through the cells of your brain. The cerebellum is the main part of your brain. It gets and stores information and controls your movement. The cerebellum is also responsible for thinking, speaking, and performing complicated tasks. It also helps in balancing and moving your muscles. You use this part in the brain when you dance. With all the other things your brain does, is it any surprise that the brain runs your emotions? Maybe you get a perfect score in your math exam and you're really happy. Or you see your crush with somebody else and you feel sad. Or maybe your classmates did not help so you got really angry. Where do these feelings come from? Your brain, of course. The left side of your brain is responsible for logical thinking, analysis, sequencing of events, stating facts, language, linear, words of songs, computation, and mathematics. The right side of your brain is responsible for creativity, imagination, holistic thinking, intuition, arts or motor skills, rhythm, non-verbal, feelings, and visualization. We see and hear about hearts everywhere. A long time ago, people thought that their emotions came from their hearts, maybe because the heart beats faster when a person is scared or excited. Now we know the emotions come from the brain, and in this case, the brain tells the heart to speed up. So what's the heart up to then? How does it keep busy? What does it look like? Let's find out. Your heart is really a muscle. It's located a little to the left of the chest and it's about the size of your fist. Your heart never gets tired. Even though it opens and closes about 100,000 times a day, every day throughout your life. Your heart is a pump that pushes blood around your whole body. Run and your heart will pump faster. Keep your heart healthy by exercising like jumping rope, dancing, and even playing. Try to be active every day for at least 30 minutes. An hour will be even better for your heart. Eat healthy and don't smoke. So now, you know that your heart doesn't look like a Valentine, but it sure deserves to be loved for all the work it does.
Your heart started pumping blood since the day you were born and will continue pumping throughout your whole life.
The end!
Her style, and they all got the same heartbeat, but hers is falling behind. Nothing in this world could ever bring them down. Yeah, they're invincible, and she's just in the background. And she says, I wish they